Okay, so I wanted to make this video for those people that are procrastinating and stressing and worrying, okay? Because I've seen a lot of comments on my channel that people are procrastinating and they just feel like they can't do anything because they're kind of in this kind of vortex of emotions. Now, might sound harsh, but again, if you can't take the harshness and the truth, do not watch this video. Go and watch some video that's gonna give it to you all wishy-washy and just kind of, oh, everything's gonna be okay. This video is not for you. Listen, like, I understand what you're going through right now because I've been through it myself, and it is hard and it is difficult. But what you have to understand is this, and this is the truth, and this is what they don't tell you in these videos and YouTube channels and all that stuff. I know I keep repeating and I sound like a broken record, but I have to keep reminding you of this because this is the reality. You procrastinating right now and stressing yourself out is not going to do you any favors whatsoever. You are not doing any favors at all. You are wasting time. Time is of the essence right now. Do you really think by you procrastinating, let me ask you this question. What do you think you're going to gain out of procrastinating? Be honest with yourself. What do you think you're going to gain out of it? What do you think you're going to gain out of worrying? You being worried about these exams. Nothing is coming out of it. You know what? Procrastinating, this is something that I've realized. Procrastinating and worrying is the easiest thing to do. It's such an easy thing to do. Do you know why? Because that's how we're wired. Naturally, humanly, we're wired in or we worry. That's how our brain works, right? It's like a flight or fight mode. But you know what you have to do to be able to stop this or to reduce this procrastination and stress? It's very simple, but most people don't do it. It's to take action. Most people don't take action. You know why? Because it's the hard thing to do. A lot of people struggle to take action because they struggle to actually do the first step, but you don't understand that if you actually take the first step, that is the step that it becomes easier. It becomes easier. Once you take the step, the action of, okay, I'm procrastinating too much, I gotta stop this shit and I'm gonna get on with it. I remember this, like, let me put it this way, this might help you to relate, right? When I was revising for maths or any subject, but I use maths because that's what I kind of remember vividly, I struggled to start revising for maths. So when I say revise, I practice questions, right? Doing questions, exam papers, and practice topic questions. I struggled at the beginning to start, right? But then what happened was when I started and I got into like 15, 20, 30 minutes, then it became easier for me. Then I started to roll. I was going on a flow state. Then I could do 1, 2, 3 hours and time was just flying. It was easy. The start is the hard bit. Every time you think about it, starting something is the hard bit. When you, like in real life, right? When, buildings, when they build apartments and all these big buildings, you know what's the hardest thing at the beginning is to build the foundations. The foundations take the longest time to build the foundations. You know why? Because that's the start. But once you build the foundations of the building, which is the ground up, the groundwork up, building the layers, the floors after the floor and after the floor is very easy. Have you not noticed that? You see like new buildings, right? It takes time for them to build the foundations. But then within like very quick time, you see like, oh my gosh, it was like nothing here. Now it's gone all the way up here within like a month or two. Because the starting point is hard. But once you've gone past the starting point, it becomes easier. It becomes easier for you to carry on. You go in a flow state. So when you're procrastinating and you're stressing out and you're worrying, think about this. You are losing valuable time. And you're not making your situation even better, but you're making it worse. You're making your situation worse because you are now spending time worrying about things that is out of your control. The thing that you can control right now is to do the work. Take action and do the work. And I guarantee you, if you do that, your stress levels and your procrastination levels reduces. I've said this in my previous videos, but I'll repeat it again because it's very important. As you start doing more things and you take action in revising and studying papers, whatever it is, this is not just even with exams, with anything in life, your brain will not have the capacity to worry. Your brain will not have the capacity to procrastinate. Do you know why? Because now your brain is focused on the task at hand in the present moment. You have to understand that you are doing the easy thing right now, which is worrying and procrastinating. And also you're probably listening to your friends. They've been worried, oh my gosh, exams, it's crazy, exams. Hey man, shut up man, no one cares. I don't need to hear that shit. You need to cut that shit out because you're not to disrespect your friends, but that doesn't help you. their worries and doubts that they're putting on yourself is only going to make it worse for you. You don't need that. And also it doesn't help that your teachers are saying, oh, there's only a couple of days left to the exam or 1 week left to the exam, when it really is bullshit, because they're not really motivating you. It's kind of like scaremongering. But you got to cut that shit out, man. You got to cut that shit out. As you grow, like as you go into university and in the real world, you need to build a thicker skin. You need to build a thicker skin to be able to cut those things out and actually be focused on the task at hand. It's a skill. Training your brain is a skill. Your brain is a muscle. Your mind is a muscle. It's just like with any part of your body, it's a muscle. You need to train it. Don't expect it to come like that. It doesn't work that way. This is why I try to put a lot in my channel where I kind of use the aspect of you gotta discipline your mind. You gotta train your mind. We're so used to cushy stuff these days. So soft side. That's why like the people in this generation are struggling. Not to say previous generation did not struggle. No, of course they did. But social media doesn't help when you see things so soft and cushy. And I get told that I'm this serious guy. Man, come on, man. It's the reality of life. So understand this. Like when you're procrastinating, think about the valuable time that you're losing. Think about the time that you could have used productively to actually do something. And if you did that thing and you did it productively, you'll feel better by yourself, man. You'll feel good. You won't have to worry, you won't have to procrastinate much, because now you've taken action and that action has led to a positive result, and that positive result has led you to be positive. You're feeling good about yourself. You feel positive about yourself because of the action that you took. Your emotions are run by the actions that you take. If you take actions, your emotions will follow. That's a quote. If you take actions, your emotions will follow. If you take positive actions, positive emotions will come out of it. This is not all cliche and all that rubbish where people say, oh, think positively. What do you mean think positively, man? Think positively about what? How long can one person think positively? How long can one person think positively until that person has to start taking action? I've tried that shit, man. Okay, think positively. Yes, today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to feel like, I feel great because of this and this. Okay, cool. But if I don't take action, I'll feel like shit. Execution is key. Execution is key. That is also another quote. You got to put the work in. Once you start putting the work in, I cannot emphasize this more. You have to put the work in. Once you put that in, your mind will feel better. I guarantee you that. There is no point in you worrying and stressing. You are wasting time. Worrying is not going to get you anywhere. You're still going to be in the same position that you were in a couple of hours before. But imagine that couple of hours that you could have used to do something productively, now you've spent time worrying and procrastinating. Just do. The problem that we have, right, in the society is that everyone likes to do the easy things. No one wants to do the hard things. And then they complain thinking, oh, this guy is successful, this girl is successful. Oh my gosh, they got help from family, or they were lucky. No, they weren't lucky. They put the bloody hard work in, man. What do you mean they're lucky? They put the work in. That's why they are where they are. Stop making excuses to make you feel better just because you can't put the work in. Like, start taking accountability for yourself. Start taking responsibility for yourself. This is about you. This is your name. Your name is attached to this. Have some integrity, even if it's not for the exam, but in your life. When you take action, you want to take action in a way that looks good on you. Do you want to be seen as this person that just procrastinates and worries all the time but doesn't do anything? Is that what you want to come across as? They won't say that kind of shit on YouTube, would they? Of course they won't, man. I remember like when I used to worry a lot, and I still do every now and then. But then I realized that me worrying is not getting me anywhere. But the moment I start taking action, whatever the action is, I start doing, I feel good about myself. It doesn't solve the problem, but what it does is it reduces the pain of the problem. And then you can start thinking a bit more clearly, a bit more rationally, because your worry and stress is not there anymore. Or it's not there as much. You've reduced it. Take action, man. Start doing. If you have to cut out your friends because they're always putting doubts, and you cut them out, man, that means they're not your real friends. They're just trying to either bring you down or they can't control themselves, or you need to tell them. I look at all these comments and it's like, I procrastinate, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. Just get on with it. Do the work, set yourself a time. If you look at my content, I have given so much practical advice. Practical, not bullshit, theoretical advice. Practical advice, not like these other YouTubers that just kind of keep it so generic. Right? I've given practical advice. Motivation, stress, anxiety, timetable, all of these stuff. If you actually watch it, everything that I've given is practical. But probably 99% of the people that watch it won't even do it. And that is why 99% of the population are not going to get anywhere in life. That's the hard truth. And those people that don't get there, then they get bitter. They get jealous of the people that do get up. But then you have to ask yourself, you have to be honest with yourself. Why are you bitter? Why do you not like when someone's going up? That's an insecurity in yourself, not the other person. You don't like the other person being up is because you are not up. You're down here, and that you don't like that feeling. You don't like that someone else is better than you. Okay, if you don't like someone else that's better than you, do something about it. Why are you being weak about it by saying, oh, this person got lucky. This person had, what did they say? A trust fund. This person had family to back him up or back her up. This person got lucky. Or the business was luck. Mate, listen, man. 90% of startup businesses don't fail. 90% of startup businesses fail. Yeah, it's very, very difficult. Yeah, it's extremely, extremely difficult. You have to have a lot of character. There is so much more in a business that people don't talk about, the hardships and everything. And they, like I said before, you only see the successes. But there's a lot of hardships that they don't share. And you think that, oh, that is what, because you see the successes of that person, you think, okay, it shouldn't be too hard. And then you become impatient because like after doing 2-3 months of it, you don't get the results, so you give up. Mate, you ain't gonna get anywhere, man. With that kind of attitude, you ain't gonna get anywhere. And this is what I'm trying to change. Or I don't want to try and change. I try to give back in the sense that what you've been kind of seeing of people is cuckoo land. It's not the reality. They don't share the hardships. They don't share the difficulty, the late nights, the sleepless nights, the stress, the anxiety attacks, the panic attacks, the mental roller coaster that you go through when you do this shit. Next time you look at someone and you judge them like when they're here and getting angry or bitter about it, look at yourself first. Why are you getting angry and bitter about it? Why are you getting jealous? It's more of a reflection on yourself than the other person. And I know that sounds like it is harsh and it's a hard pill to take. But listen, man, like if you've come here to watch this, you're coming here to learn the truth and be open to the truth, right? And the truth hurts like it hurt me. All these things I'm saying to you happened to me, and it felt like someone just stabbed me in the heart, man. But you know what I did? I took that knife and pulled it out and started to heal my heart and put the good stuff in. If that made sense. You gotta take action, okay? Stop procrastinating, stop worrying, and start doing. And then you'll see the results. Everything starts from zero. When are you going to start? Peace.